All right.
Back. Guess who's back?
We are live. Dark Horse Tackle. Ryan is back.
What's
I'm
up, everybody?
back.
And we are live on Instagram too. Beautiful.
Yay! Hi, everybody.
There is 0 people here.
Oh, it feels good to be back and here. There's people here.
There we go.
Bass Thumb's here. Michael Bradley's here.
There we go. Now we got stuff going on. Cool beans. Awesome. Now that we have some people here, listen. This is the So You Missed the Expo live show. And what this is going to be tonight, amidst us talking about fishing like always, we are going to be running our Expo sale. How long will we be running our Expo sale, Zach?
Exactly 24 hours. It ends at 8 p.m. tomorrow night.
24 hours. The deal is 10% off every order over $50. There is no limit. If you would like to buy Dark Horse Tackle out, we will give you a nice deal of 10% off. So, all of you watching currently
On it.
the Expo sale is $50 or more spent will get you 10% off. I had something else too.
Somebody doing laundry?
That is my water heater.
Water
That's what
heaters
my-
aren't supposed to make that sound.
No, but I rent, so I really don't care.
As long as the water's hot.
As long as the water's hot. Now, if this thing shoots straight through my
Well-
roof, that's another issue.
It might not be hot for a whole lot longer.
Probably not. But hey, remember, it's not my problem.
We've got another little thing that we're going to do tonight,
We've
and that
got
is give you guys the opportunity to ask us questions about the secret menu.
Yes. I feel like I should interject here and explain a little bit about the secret menu and kind of why it maybe started in the first place. And most of that was driven by yours truly by requesting baits that weren't on the site yet. And so I forced Zach to put them up there so I could buy them. And then things get...
And then Josh
Shuffled
said, hey,
and
let's call
moving.
it the secret menu.
Well,
Yes.
you see,
We'll make it the collection of everything Parker wanted. We'll put it
if
in
you
the
could
spot.
see here, we've got baits that we have purchased, put in boxes, put in packs, they have been sent to our subscribers before, right? They've been sent out. We've had them for a while. But
There's one in there that has never been sent to anybody.
That's true.
I'm going to find it.
You're going to find it?
I'm going to find it. Oh, yep, sure did. Found it pretty quick. It's up there in the top right corner.
Shall I go get one?
Yeah, go
Dan
ahead and grab it.
Darrington, what's up?
So while we're Zach is grabbing something from the wall, we've had a polarizing conversation with a few of our closest constituents. We are making a change to the box and the pack. So for those of you who do subscribe, yes, Gary, absolutely. For those of you who do subscribe, you are used to a specific packaging and a brochure every month. The brochure will be going away, but the information will not be going away. We are going to find a way. Well, we have already found a way.
It's evolving.
Right. It's evolving.
Yes.
What we are going to do is we're going to digitize this brochure to fill this up. This will be your brochure. You will see it on your phone screen. It will be a QR code because, listen, not everybody likes physical forms of media. A lot of times physical forms of media just get thrown out and people say, I just want the baits. And listen, I love that. If you just want the baits, that's great. We're still going to showcase these baits somehow, some way, but it's going to be cleaner. It's going to be a little more, it's going to be a lot more interactive than a sheet of paper.
We made a
Yes.
decision that we would rather spend your money on baits than
Right.
paper.
Yep.
What about a G-Rat jerkbait there, Eli?
Who said
I'm gonna mute myself while I do this so you don't hear the package and you guys can just talk about it.
Sure. So the baby bug is a teeny tiny little 3
Yeah.
inch, three and something inch bait. I think it's 3 1/4. It might be 3 inches flat. Small little crawl bait. Very similar. There we go.
It's a cool.
It's a good
Cool
flipping
bait.
bait. It's a great trailer. Like you can trailer that on any.
Yeah.
I would highly recommend those of you who do like to throw spinner baits but don't like to throw trailers because you think you have to throw a swim bait this big. Grab yourself some baby bugs and then throw it as a trailer because
dude, I think that would be it's a great trailer for like the Bass Dope Speedball too. Something like
yes,
a
exactly.
little bit smaller hook, you know.
Exactly.
It's a good like finesse like split shot rig or like light Carolina rig trailer, like Texas rig, light like small flipping bait. It's cool. I'm pretty excited about that one. I'm using it to explore more of this like heavy weights. I mean, we all know what line I use at this point, but I can't say heavy weights, heavy line. It's the same line I always use.
Right.
But heavier weight, like river flipping, punching stuff that I've been, going down rabbit holes on.
The nice thing about a majority of like your river and creek fishing is your water's pretty shallow. And unless like you are a special case because you are in the thick of it a lot of times. You put your baits where a lot of people won't.
Yes.
But a nice thing about your flipping and pitching in the river is like you really don't need to go above 3/8 because you're not losing.
No, not a lot of times. Not a lot of times.
You're not losing that much.
Yeah. But
Michael Bradley, I got you, buddy. Give me 2 seconds. I'll give her a wait.
Can we all take guesses?
Sure.
I'm gonna guess.
Ooh.
I'm gonna guess in between 5/16 and 3/8 of an ounce.
I'm going to.
You're low.
I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with a full ounce with the tack toad and weed whacker. I'm going to go full ounce.
Ooh, I bet it's 5/8. I bet it's 5/8.
See, keep filling time. I gotta find it.
My gut says 3/4, but I'm going the opposite way.
Here's the fun thing. Here's the fun thing about the weed whacker.
That tack toad's dense.
It is. The fun thing about the weed whacker is it's a BFS bait that could be thrown on conventional gear. I like to throw it on BFS because it's fun to know that 15-pound braid is not going anywhere, and it basically makes that medium light rod a medium. But
I throw it on a medium heavy.
I also throw it on a 7'4" that I throw glide baits on. So there's that. And I get the same amount of distance. I get, there's times where you do need to lock in and just get them in there. There's times for not having fun.
Is it that Cashin 7'4"?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I've been looking at their rods here lately, and there's like a workhorse medium heavy that
there's a 7-1. There's a 7-1 that they have that they used to use as a chatterbait.
It's that Mod Fast that just their workhorse rod. I'm kind of eyeballing that one, just doing everything I do.
Survey says
what do we got?
0.65.
0.65.
So 5/8, yeah.
Would be about 5/8.
A little over 5/8. 5/8 would be 6.25.
Yep. So there you go. That's I was heavy.
No, I said my 16ths wrong. The second I said 5/16, I'm like, you mean 7 or 9?
Yes,
you mean 9.
9.
Yeah, that. But yeah, the best thing about that weed whacker, and listen, man, there is something special about a compact bait that weighs a good bit. That displacement a lot of times allows for a very simple cast, but it allows for an accurate cast. I will tell you this. With the M1, I suck at casting the M1. If it's not overhand or like a sidearm that's not going into the brush, sure. But like if I'm trying to accurately cast that thing, forget it.
I'd like to address a comment a little back the ways on Instagram from NJBFS Gang. Saying I was funny on the Jigs and Bigs episode. Listen, I had an echo so bad. It was like There was like 3/4 of a second in between the echo. I had to be so slow in talking because like everything was coming back to me crazy. I literally had one drink that night during that podcast, and it sounded like I was stone drunk. Okay.
So to answer Jackson Bowers, we carry almost everything HH Customs makes. They do make a great little crawl trailer. That Koosh crawl is a great like chunk. It's a good chunk style trailer, whereas this is still a great standalone bait, but it can be used as a trailer.
For a chunk style trailer, that H&H is just badass.
Yeah, I mean, it is the epitome of that.
Going back to that, like, compact but heavier bait, too, man. You get into those, like, low clear water situations, especially, like, if you're a river guy and don't have depth.
Right.
Being able to launch little things a mile is pretty helpful.
Yep. Yeah, it definitely helps.
You were in Canada, Nick. You don't know anything.
I think that
I thought we had a very good trailer in the secret menu for the morsel, outside of the baby bug, because that would work.
This happens to be the Koosh Craw and DHT exclusive Copper Craw.
Copper Craw's great color. Copper Craw's great color.
Oh, the 3.8 cave swimmers on the secret menu. That's a good bait for the morsel.
Oh yeah.
The cave swimmer?
Yeah.
No.
You don't
No
think
way.
it's a
No
Why?
way.
Why?
No way.
Why are you saying no when it comes to fishing?
Because no.
Yes.
Hold on. Should I even show that bait? Because
It's a big bodied swim bait with a slim tail.
Yeah, it adds a bunch of weight to the morsel, flares the skirt out, and then you're able to get that little bait a mile.
I personally would not use it on the morsel.
I throw the 4.5 power glide on the morsel, so
That's pretty much the same thing.
yeah.
That 4.5-inch power glide.
I like that the 3/8's a little bit shorter.
On spinning gear, I can throw that power glide so freaking far.
Yeah,
We do have the
5.5-inch. You can flat launch.
The Crocagator Shorty is a very slept on trailer. There's not that many.
Honestly, you're right. Yeah, you're right. It is. That tail will catch water, and actually, that would be a really good trailer for the morsel too.
Yeah, I like that. I like that cave swimmer. I like the big body,
crazy.
Small tail.
I like that it's thin.
It's tall and thin.
It's thin. Yeah.
Tall and thin.
It still has, this time of year, especially where we're at, where it's just we're pretty well locked up right now.
Yes.
Just froze, cold, like Hoth planet fishing at this point. But
Star Wars reference for those of you who don't know.
Yes. I just got done reading some Star Wars to my son, so it's like fresh in my brain. But that Crocagator Ned is like it has enough body. You can trim that thing down pretty short, and it still has plenty of meat on it to get it on a hook too, which is helpful this time of year if they're really just picking up the tails of stuff. Get that hook point kind of down.
Of course, that's what you heard, Dave.
Was that a tackle tip? Oh no, that's not the tackle tip, but that's a tackle tip.
Dave always calls me like when my pants are halfway down and I'm getting ready to go to the bathroom. It's like an alarm goes off in his head. He just happens to know. In case anybody was curious.
I don't know if everybody gets to see that comment either. That's on the YouTube. I think.
Man, he's always got something to say about inches, doesn't he?
Yeah. There it is.
That's that dude pride.
Like he's worried about it or something.
It's the carpenter in him.
That's true.
Spends all his time on it with a tape measure and a speed square, and
we're not putting that one up, Dave. Come on.
That's a good one. I think that one's funny. I mean, I'm sure that's a word. I'm sure that's a word you can say on YouTube as long as you don't. Never mind.
That's all right. Somebody over on Instagram said we're not in the Epstein files, so that's cool.
Family-ish friendly, Dave.
Yeah, that's all the rage right now, buddy. You're gonna have to overcome that.
Yeah.
People who go outside. That's all we talk about at work. We actually got told not to talk about it at work. That might be because of the person who discovered and helped build the company might have,
Well,
you never know. How do you make all that money?
Anywho.
No, that's not Dave. That's Ryan, buddy. Bass Thumb AI. Anyways, what else are we going to look at on the secret menu?
Well, I have been there is.
Oh yeah, me and Dave look the same. We just live in different time zones.
Different sides of the planet.
Yeah.
I would say the fat flat balsa, but that was such a popular bait over the past 2 expos that I think
if
we have 6.
One, you might want to take advantage of this.
I think we have 6
deal. Yeah, there's not many left.
The cheapskates are going fast. We're running out of cheapskates. If you're not familiar with the cheapskate, it is a bladed jig that is eerily similar to the #1 selling bladed jig out there. The one that costs $20. They are $6.59. We are completely sold out of pink shad.
You mean you can confidently throw it into a log jam because $6 is a lot easier to lose than.
Yep,
20.
you can throw it into more than just weeds.
And I'll be honest, like if you've never, I'll raise my hand right now, and these guys know it. The hardest, they almost had to break my arm almost to freaking tie this thing on because I am so. You get that thing that you're just confident in, and it was the jackhammer for the longest time for me.
You watch your mouth, Ryan.
I know. I'm saying this out loud.
We should be allowed. You know what? I think that 2026 is the dawn of saying the names of baits.
It's fine. Look, it reigned supreme for a while, but I tied this on in one day. I said, "Yep, this is as good."
Yeah,
and then what? You guys ran out of double D's because I bought them all.
I threw them side by side.
Well, it's the point. It's not called the cheapskate for no reason.
Exactly.
That's the whole point.
Yeah. With the double D, I'm not even kidding. Like that bait, I believe, is still tied on a rod and has been since September or October. Whenever you guys put that thing in my hand and Zach forced me to fish with it.
In case anybody's wondering, the double D refers to a different version of the cheapskate, which has a hand-painted and foiled head on it by Andrew Dixon. So it's a little pricier.
It's a few bucks more, but man, they look good. Components-wise, like you're getting the same quality bait.
Nice, sharp, fat BKK hook in there.
You're just not. You're not paying $20 for you're not paying $20 for a fancy bend in your blade. You can bend the blade yourself if you need to. Just don't get caught.
And it doesn't look like a pine box.
Yep.
It doesn't look like it's not coffin shaped, it's round. The round for me hunts a little better, stays off track a little better. I want my bladed jigs to track.
There is still plenty of contact between the blade and the jig head on the cheapskate. Yeah. I mean, I'm knocking paint off these things. Yeah. Like I'm digging into it. It's fine. And yeah, like I said, like I mean, I'm not going back. You guys are gonna have a hard time getting me to tie another bladed jig on, I think, at this point. But yeah, I'm all in on the Deeks. All in on the Deeks.
So, Josh,
yes,
just curious, man. As far as Dark Horse Tackle, the company goes, our customers and everything else, I'd like a takeaway from our expo season this year.
I mean, I'll tell you this: the people who showed up for us made it very apparent that they showed up for us, and the only thing holding people back in both expos was unfortunately the weather. The week before the Columbus Fishing Expo, we got hit with the supernova mega volcano storm 360 XXX. I forget what they called it. They called it an Arctic. Yeah. I don't know. Whatever word to make you scared of snow, but
it snowed some.
It snowed. It snowed about a foot.
Some.
It was winter.
Cold.
Not a ton.
It was winter. Like, winter happened.
Yeah.
It was winter.
Regular old winter.
Yep. Ronnie showed up.
I did show up though on Saturday to the Columbus Expo, and I found Eli standing outside of a locked door in like -2 degrees. So I said, "Hey, do you want to get in the truck? It's warm."
Yeah.
So,
the Great Lakes. I think
Eli does remind me of somebody that would just hop into somebody's truck.
The Great Lakes Fishing Expo, I think that Jesse and Aaron are moving on to bigger and better things as far as venue goes. From what I've heard about the Metroplex Expo Center in Girard, a lot of people in that area of Ohio kind of poo-poo upon it. I don't know what it is. Something about that area they don't like. I have my opinions, but I'm not going to complain about the venue if I can't choose the venue, right? So we go to the venue we can go. We go to the event that is called the Fishing Expo, and we do our best. The like second day of the expo, was that the second day or the last day? The last day.
the last day got the weather.
The last day got some weird weather pretty much the entire day from like 5 a.m. to like 11, and it snowed and it
rained
and it rained and
it
sleeted. It was
it was
bad.
Blown whiteout at one point.
Mhm.
Driving in.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
And then crystal clear, like no precipitation had happened.
Like nothing happened, but it was still
200-yard
gross.
stretch.
And
yeah.
I think that held people back. I really do. I just, and I don't blame them. Like, as much as I wanted to take their money and give them, the best fishing baits I've ever used in the past 5 years, I don't blame them for not leaving their house.
The one day was good though.
Saturday was good.
Yeah,
for sure.
It was great.
Saturday
no, I think we would have smashed it if Sunday didn't snow like it did.
Yeah.
There's always those people who are psychopaths, right? And there was not many psychopaths out there on Sunday. Like, it was dead for like the first 2 hours. Like, nobody wanted to drive, nobody wanted to go out. But the takeaway from Columbus is it's always great. It gets better every year. And, one thing, and I'm not throwing any shade. I promise you, I'm not throwing any shade. Seems like the bigger we get, the smaller the expo gets. Like,
that means he's about to throw shade.
The bigger but every year, every year we
no
get
offense.
We've got a bigger booth, we've got more gear, and there's less fishing vendors. So you know what? Keep it coming, because if all I have to do is compete with people that we've had great relationships with, and we have a mutual agreement, and we've only got Brazzalo and Bait Cave Customs and a handful of other people that we've worked with there, keep them coming. That's what it should be.
Heck yeah, man. Ryan, how about you, bub?
Yeah, I think the coolest thing for me of the expos was seeing like the kids come in. They're like dragging their dads, and they're like, this is Dark Horse. Like, Dad, this is the Dark Horse, and that just feels cool. Like, that we're reaching and having that impact and bringing people into this, hobby.
Dark Horse Tackle is for the kids.
That like we're becoming their Bass Pro Shop. Like, we're their household name, and that's cool that things are headed that direction, because we can't exist without the small businesses that we work with. And so we're taking that shift from the big corporations and putting it back onto these small businesses, and that's what is coming with the next generation, and that's cool to see. It's kind of it feels like we're on the front end of all this, and it's really refreshing to work with all those businesses and then see that actual impact coming to fruition with the next generation of kids that are getting into the sport.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome, man. I mean, like, we love all of our customers, but if we want to keep growing and getting bigger, we have to make sure that we're also getting into the young anglers' minds as much as
But
possible.
we got to keep building the community of
yeah.
what what you guys have been up to for certainly longer than I've been hanging around. But yeah, it's
Wicked
cool.
Wood. It was good to put a face with the name, man. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, it feels good to be like to see like all that work paying off, in one place.
Roots getting planted.
Yeah, man.
Roots getting planted is pretty much all we can continue to do.
Johnny Baitseed.
Johnny Baitseed. That's right. We're planting
Johnny Baitseed.
Planting.
We're planting Bait Cave custom and Brazalo seeds all across the land.
Next next week I'll wear a pan as a hat.
Yeah.
I actually, so the thing that I took away from them was what people bought. More importantly,
what you took away from it was Expo flu.
I took away the plague. I just want everybody to know that I actually do have hand sanitizer here. So before I touch the baits and after I touch the baits, I clean my hands so that I'm not infecting anybody. I did take away the Expo ick.
Yeah.
But no, it was very interesting to see what people bought, and people in the Columbus and what is that, Youngstown region don't seem to care for chartreuse very much. That's what I learned.
No, they don't. It's a bold,
which was interesting.
Honestly, it's interesting around Columbus because we got a lot of dirty water.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah. You think colors go? I mean, I know some colors go in and out of fashion, but like, I thought chartreuse, white, black, and green pumpkin were like forevers. They're like blue jeans.
We don't say. Look, if you want to, you can't quantify chartreuse because we don't sell chartreuse in every bait. So
let me. All right. Go ahead.
When it comes to a chartreuse bait, we've got less than this many as a chartreuse bait. There are some baits with chartreuse, but I know that the Lake Fork Magic Shad, it's called chartreuse pearl, but my God, is it chartreuse is first. I think that in regards to the chartreuse phenomena, I think that what happened is colors expanded, and chartreuse is absolutely an old head OG color.
It is
like 100%. You're not going to see many guys throwing straight chartreuse ever. And like to your dismay, chartreuse has always been an addition color for me, unless it's the skirt of, a spinnerbait or a bladed jig. But chartreuse is, to me, an addition where if I'm throwing a shad colored bait and I run into some murky water, I put some chartreuse on.
I was gonna say, kind of get at the same.
Bro,
thing.
I think you come from Oregon?
Yeah, he came from Oregon.
Wow. Okay, that's all.
That's okay. Hey, that's fair.
Guys, I have to keep muting myself. You do not want to hear the sounds I'm making tonight, so. And I have to keep turning my camera off so I can blow my nose.
Zach Vader. There's your second Star Wars reference of the night. I was gonna say the same thing. With my mind was on the Fisher Dye dagger. I think that's right. We got the dagger. It's like we got a straight chartreuse dagger.
That one sold. I saw a couple people buy straight chartreuse.
Yeah. But I was gonna say the same thing, Josh. Like I very rarely fish straight chartreuse. Anything. It has to be dirty, and I'll go to it. But usually, I'm taking that white skirted spinnerbait, and if I'm adding that trailer, it gives it that pop of chartreuse.
Here's your chartreuse.
Or, if you've got that white chartreuse painted blade, that little pop of chartreuse on the back, just, I don't know, completes the package for me.
Yep.
Whether or not I'll, it's a reactive color to me too. Like,
Yes.
it's just that bold in your face thing that I think triggers some bites.
When fish have to rely on sight, or if fish are relying on sight, that is, there's times where fish are relying on sight, and that's usually your pre-spawn.
What's up, Scott? How you doing, buddy? Listen, I got something to send to you, and I'm gonna need you to send me some more stuff too, because we got cleaned out, bro.
We did.
Those 3-arm rigs are, sorry if anybody had those on their radar, because you'll have to wait.
They're gone.
You will have to wait.
Up.
We do have.
You'll have to just get them from Scott.
We do have the 5-arm rigs.
We do have the 5-arm rigs.
We do.
Should I show those?
Yes, you should, because they're not the full giant 5-arm chandelier. They're as compact as the 3-arm. So if you are familiar with the 3-arm, this is a 5-arm version that is still that like tight little package of a rig that fishes more like a big spinner bait, and that's why I love them.
Yep. The 5-arm, as far as your compactness goes, with a proprietary mold, it is the smallest one that I've seen, and I'm sure some of you have seen smaller. And if I go to something Japan company or whatever, I don't care. The Bass Dope one is my favorite. You're not going to pull me off that.
I think I used to have one from Shane's Baits that was like close to as small, but man, did I break those wires a lot. And they're like, I liked them, but I broke those wires way too much.
I gotta Google Shane's Baits. Yes, that is the guy who made another. Yeah. He made a pretty small deal. An interesting one. That was the guy who made the one. That's the one that screwed in and you could remove wires, right?
Yep. I was, which is why I broke so many wires, because it allows you to get away with a lighter wire because you can change them, right? Which is unique to those,
right?
But it got old. I'll be honest, it got a little old. I've been kind of curious. Currently a secret menu bait. All these are going to not be existing on a secret menu at some point in time. But we got to get them all cut out in photos and up on the site and stuff. But I've been kind of curious. I kind of want to put the 4-inch Deception minnows on the rig and see what they do. I've been kind of curious about that. Like, I feel like that little ball will catch just enough and they all become really subtle, and it might be like a sneaky wintertime deal, but I haven't had a chance to play around with it yet. But if anybody else has, let me know, because
on the back of a spinnerbait, dude, it's hard to beat. On the back of a bladed jig, it's hard to beat.
I just got myself a 5-arm Bass Dope Rip Baby A rig.
Yeah, mine's upstairs. I gotta try it.
I didn't take one for myself yet.
I didn't either.
Oh. Well, what are? I didn't take one. I bought one with my hard-earned money. We don't get these either.
Yeah,
we have to buy them too. But I was thinking, that was the other. I'm looking at the secret menu now, and I was like, oh, that was the other thing I wanted to mention. If anybody saw my little video from this morning, that was the 5.5-inch big bitters buzzing across the top of the water.
Good luck getting them.
But we have some. We have some in the secret menu.
Well, we might. I think we have less than 10.
Well,
I think we have less than 10.
Let's see. Oh, okay. There's one packet Ghost Shiner. Don't sleep on that one. I mean, these are all good.
Ghost Shiner is definitely top 5 favorite colors of all time.
Ghost Shiner is the greatest soft plastic color ever made.
There were at least 5 packs of Smoke Hologram. What I'm saying is there's packs
another
of
good color.
Yes. they're all really good colors. And we also have straight black. Don't sleep on straight black.
People just don't. I think people really do. Ooh, what size jig heads? I mean, choose your own adventure, man.
It depends on how fast you want to get it down, how long you want it to stay down.
Fast and deep. I usually don't go over the 1/8 ounce heads. I'm never fishing more than 6 feet deep though. Like very rarely am I fishing deeper.
So I was fishing the first time I tried a Rip Baby A rig was on the St. Lawrence. And I wish I would have had the 1/4 ounce heads.
Yeah, there's
that
no
we
way
now
you're
carry.
getting that thing down
No,
where
it
you
just
need it.
with the current and the depth, there was no way I could get it into that strike zone fast enough.
Yeah.
Before it was like, a mile down.
Right.
So you have to take into consideration where your fish are and how you can reach them is basically the deal with that there bore.
Back to that big swimmer. Yeah, if it's not just a swim bait, it creates enough drag that you can fish it as a topwater with a pretty lightly weighted belly hook. And that's what I was doing in that video, but that's been a little bit of a, I'm not going to say guarded. I just don't talk about it very often. It's something that people don't do a lot with swim baits anymore. Or at least I don't see it done, but they work really well on like heavy vegetation or pads and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just buzzing those little things across the top.
Yeah,
Shad spawn's great.
I mean, using it as a topwater bait. Yeah, that Ghost Shiner color is unbeatable.
Dude, it's killer.
Think electric shad, but better.
That straight black on like a spot remover swim jig, and you guys have seen that. Like, there is something with the contrast of those two colors that is phenomenal in dirty water. Like that 18-inch like visibility, pretty dirty water. Like it's killer.
Yep. It sure is. It's a nice. It's an insane nice.
I think he meant to keep this camera off for that. I'm not even sure.
It is a crazy contrast, but I mean, I've seen you catch fish on it.
And it happened to be the two things I had in the boat one day that was like, I don't think this will work, but it's all I have. And it worked so well. I was like, huh, okay. I'm not sure why. It may just be as simply put as that. It's just such a hard contrast that it stands out.
Right.
Yeah. Which
right.
I know you talk about that all the time. Everything like contrast is good.
Yeah, I used to keep. They probably still make it. I just haven't like looked for it. But I used to have it was called JJ's Magic.
Yeah,
it was a garlic scent, but it was black.
Yes,
and I would dip my Cinco tails in black, just a green pumpkin and black tipped tail. And that bit of black is all seen. They see that, and that catches fish.
I wanted to point this one out too specifically. So when I put together the July box last year, I was pairing those pill heads up with the goby, which is one way that I fish them. We have a new color in there, a couple new colors, gillyweed and Dixie ditchweed. If I'm fishing more of a crawl pattern or like forage, Dixie ditchweed is like one of my absolute go-to colors. That I wished I could have worked it into the box originally, but I kind of left Zach a note and said like, hey, please, like at some point when we restock, this is a color we need to get. But I screwed up and I told him something different, and that was interpreted as gillyweed, which is a really cool color too.
That's because I don't think Bass Tote makes bad colors.
Well, no, I don't think they do either. But you know,
They don't make a single bad one.
It's a Bob Ross situation. It's a happy accident. We have them, and those are in the secret menu, and you can buy them sight unseen, and rest assured they're going to be rock solid. Or if you want to see,
Is the site fully restocked? Absolutely not.
That is an unattainable goal. You're much better to ask specifically what you're looking for.
Some pretty important things have been restocked. The Wee Whackers.
Yes, Wee Whackers are back in stock.
Those never last.
The tack toads from Tactical Fishing are going very quickly. In fact, we're completely sold out of Zero Dark. We still have four. We have 4 other colors currently, but I've actually jumped on that and already have a restock order in process.
Mm-hmm.
Adding 2 new colors.
Good. Nope. The site is up and running. That is good enough for us right now.
But yeah, if you've got a specific thing you're looking for, best just to ask. And I also want to remind everybody to go to the secret. Go to the secret menu at darkhorsetackle.com right now while we're here live. And if there's anything that you would like to see, I will go get it for you and show it to you, because the secret menu is a place where there are no pictures, which is why it's secret.
That is why it's the secret menu.
Yeah.
Those who know.
Which our subscribers, for the most part, know. The baby bug is the first time that there's ever been something in there that's never been in a box.
Yeah, and
which is going to happen more often.
We mentioned reactive colors. There's a red, bright orangey red baby bug that's, as far as reactive colors go, that one's I
Swamp Fire, I believe is what it's called.
Yeah, I think that's right. I scooped up a few packs at the expo. I'm pretty stoked.
Look at that, man. That is just pure contrast.
That bright orange, red, black is one of my favorite colors to flip because it's so reactive.
I see that bait. I bet, and I'm not saying I'm willing to bet in a literal sense, right? I'm speculating. I bet bass see that the same way that they see chartreuse and white. That is the same thing as chartreuse and white. It's just on a different scale.
Well, I agree. But there's that, I think the biologists have figured out that they their receptor cones in their eyes just see red and green better.
Yeah.
So I'm that's a color they see really well all the time. So as long as you get it close enough to them, they're probably gonna they're gonna react to it in one way or another, and that's usually it goes in their mouth or they swim away from it. So I've always been a big fan of red as a reactive color, and that's why I like to flip that bait so much, because it's it's here, it's in their face. Do I eat it or go away? I think more times than not they just eat it. I think that's the same principle with a red crankbait, a red spinnerbait, a red bladed jig, whatever it might be. It's
fire crawl. Red.
Fire crawl is kicking ass right now on Gunnersville.
Uh-oh.
It's just a thing, man.
It's going to be the greatest bait ever made again.
Hey, listen, I'm telling you, the names up on the leaderboard today were weird.
We're looking at the Elite Series right now.
Yeah, day 1 at Gunnersville. Yeah. It was not your normal list.
I said I was going to put it on.
Well,
Zach, I never ended up having the opportunity.
This is a great time to talk about this because we have had that conversation before. I have a feeling it is going to be that way forever, and I hope it is. I hope it is an absolute speculation of parody. Spectacle.
It sounded good.
No, spectacle is what I meant. Speculation. No speculation. The boards are definitive. And I hope that there's parity, because I don't think another KVD type of angler is going to exist. I think we're going to see a handful of KVDs, a handful of people that are very...
I don't know, man. Fisher Anaya might be one.
Fisher Anaya is
that boy might be one. He might be.
Did you watch his... So I watched his come up. And he did. Like he just came out of nowhere. Like, and this includes not using FFS for those of you guys who want to. He was doing it with and without. You know, he's throwing 7'11" flipping sticks. He's throwing glide baits. He's throwing swim baits. He's fishing docks. He's flipping bushes. He's fishing out in open water. The kid knows how to fish.
Yeah, pretty badass. Go ahead, Ryan.
I just noticed another thing that I'm not sure has ever been in a box on the secret menu.
Oh.
There's this this Lake Fork Trophy Lures.
Oh, yeah.
Pro Speeder Worm. Which kind of there's a little announcement that like kind of
shall I go and grab it?
Yeah. I feel like there's a little announcement that's attached to that worm because there's a reason it's here in the shop. Zach expressed some interest to me in doing a little tournament fishing this year. So we decided, hey, why don't we do a little KAS Team Dark Horse, little Dark Horse tackle road trip this year. And first stop is in Florida. And I said, oh, if we're going to Florida, I need a speed worm.
Yep.
And so that's why we happened to, I think he happened to be putting in an order with Lake Fork anyway, and they have a fantastic speed worm. So we have some of the Lake Fork Trophy speeder worms. Do they stink?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, Feather Outdoors. I am well aware of KVD's upbringing and this, that, and the other. He's the only reason I ever fished a jerkbait in the first place. And that was because he said it's just like fishing a square bill crankbait, except you're moving your hands more. And I said I could do that.
Oh, man. The person that just ordered cleaned up. They took advantage of something super crazy, which we forgot to mention, is that all of our T-shirts have been moved to closeout because we want to make new ones. So all the T-shirts on the Dark Horse Tackle website are literally like $12.50. Which, by the way, does combine with the current 10% off over $50 order.
Grab some Pro Speeder. So, you know what? Like Pro Speeder Worms is kind of a cool. If you're not familiar with the speed worm, like that's kind of a cool bait. If you've never really used it, it's like part swim bait, part worm, part power fishing, part finesse. Like you can. It's cool. I always like them around grass fisheries. I like them in Florida. I like them in Texas. I like them in a lot of those more shallower, just largemouth fisheries. And partly because I can cover a bunch of water with a bait that's not, small. It's
I also got to say something else about not just these speeder worms, but we restocked up on live magic shad with the V-tail. They really upped their packaging game.
Yeah.
They're so much better. They're so much better now. It's a real clamshell. It's not that weird blister pack.
Blister pack.
By the way, the little V-tail is a great wintertime bait on the bottom because it just moves.
Yep.
It just moves. But the speed worms are cool, because you can cover a ton of water. But man, if you hit like a brush pile, you can just kill it and fish a worm in a brush pile when you find it. Like it's like the equivalent of not having a graph and just searching around with a square bill or a spinner bait. But the difference with this one is you can just stop when you find that brush pile and you don't have to relocate it. So that's it's a versatile bait. It's kind of an old school deal, but if you're, and I think a lot of people have gotten away from it, and it's just a cool. I don't know. It's a cool one to come back around to, kind of like Danny Joe's floating worm this past year. Like that was a fun one to go back around and fish, and like I'm kind of looking forward to. I'm looking forward to fishing a speed worm and some lake grass.
Hell yeah! Real quick over on Instagram, Weird Bait Club. Why don't you back that up with telling us what you would have done?
That's what I was going to say. I think it's interesting that somebody actually voices the fact that they would change something.
We love when people talk.
And I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this about the box. I'm glad you liked it, and I'm glad you did say that there's stuff you can catch fish with now, because that is what separates us from the other guys. Not only is Dark Horse Tackle giving you baits out of a real retailer's catalog, meaning there's nothing discontinued. These are baits you can actively buy from us or on their website. It is something that is being sold.
Sans the closeout menu.
Correct. It is something that is being sold. Could we go ahead and bump up the price of the KO sticks to $10 a pack because we truly know the power of the KO sticks? Absolutely, we could, but you don't know the power of the KO sticks, so we want you to buy them for half off. They are half off on our site right now. But another thing that separates us from them, not only is it non-closeout baits, not only is it baits that you can actively go out there and catch fish, right now during the season. What are you shaking your head for?
Because the only answer you're getting to that, Mr. Cook, is Tallahassee.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Tallahassee or within about an hour of it.
We also fish the crap out. We get high on our own supply, man, a lot. We talk about these baits so much because we use these baits so much. And you're not going to get, like, every time somebody talks, asks why Dark Horse Tackle, I feel like they want this corporate 5-paragraph essay of reasons why, and then
mission statement.
Yeah, my mission statement is I use it. I love it. The proof is in the pudding. If I'm selling it to you, it's something that I believe in and I stand by.
I had a cool moment in Columbus. Kid came in the booth. He was a vendor working at another booth. He said, I always have to stop here. He's been following along with Dark Horse Tackle since it was just a box, a while. And I say kid, he's probably like 16 years old. But one of the things he said to me really resonated. And he said, I never feel like somebody's just trying to sell me something here. Like there's always something new, unique. I come in here and then I learn stuff because it's just like I talk to you guys and it's just talking fishing.
Yeah.
And that's it. I don't, of course I want to, I want the business to do well. That's my job. That's what I'm here for. But I sell baits because I talk about stuff that I believe in, so that's, and sales is almost secondary.
Sales is secondary, but
yeah,
it's not, to me, it's not even on a grading system. The thing is instead of like a first, second, third, it's just no BS, man. I don't need to give you a mission statement and convince you to buy it. If you don't buy it, that sucks. But honestly, you're not doing many favors for yourself. The experience that we are selling you is baits that will catch you fish. That's the experience. The curation process is an experience, if you appreciate that. Some people just want their baits, but the curation process is second to none. I can promise all of you that. I can promise you every other box subscription service is not doing the curation we're doing. And that doesn't even include the numbers for us making money. That solely is talking about the baits.
I know how much I'm involved with and I feel like I'm always I get thrown in late to the party with the curation, because I know you guys talk even more than I do about it, and it's the amount of thought that goes into each and every box is kind of mind-boggling.
It's overthought.
Oh, hey, Weird Bait Club's answering some questions.
Yeah,
Sorry to interrupt you.
I'm about to read it.
That is exactly. Go ahead, then. Go.
So, because I've got it all. And he's right. He gets it. Really likes how the baits were all made for some tough fishing. Neds, blade baits, balsa wood cranks. Would love to see some jigs, underspins, a good crawl. So the reason why there wasn't jigs is because that was last month. This is how we operate.
And underspins.
Underspins came in November.
But
okay. All right.
We were leading you up to it.
Yeah.
This is how we operate. We don't offer any trades though, but we do have an expo sale on our site. If you spend $50 or more, you get 10% off. You can buy whatever you like.
Can you please read real quick fishing on Instagram's comment?
Yes. Can I go back to the beginning and tell you what you were talking about? I cannot, because it's been about 50 minutes. But he appreciates how the baits were made. Now listen, January is a tough month for fishing, but when we send these boxes out, January is transitioning into February. So some people in the areas south of us are
with not ice.
They're getting into there was a really tough time of fishing, but it's getting a little better, but it's still tough.
They're beginning that transition.
But if you watch what Alex Rudd was doing with the same crankbait he's been throwing for the past 4 years on YouTube, that fat flat is exactly the same pattern of crankbait that dude is throwing down wherever the heck he lives.
Bill's a little bit different shape.
But
doesn't what he throws? Doesn't that badger have like a more spoony bill on it?
It's got a bit of a spoony bill. It's a rounder body. The bill is similar. The body's not, but the presentation of
it's not a microchip bill.
Quick digging, quick diving crankbait off the rip, straight down. That type of presentation is very hot right now on ledges.
And we have that in that very reactive red color. I think there's still some of them left.
Yes.
Hey, I gotta say something real quick. I just want to tell Ryan here on the live. It looks like there might be a chance we get to meet the guy behind Basto when we go to Florida.
Fantastic.
He's going down.
By the way, I take all that back. The 3-alarm crawl is indeed sold out. That is that very reactive red color.
Yes.
3-alarm claw and the what? Oh, yeah. So weird. People bought all of one color of one thing, but didn't touch it in basically the same color in another thing.
Right.
I will say,
nuts.
though, like if you are a kind of more northern angler, the bold bluegill is like a catch-all bait because it matches a yellow perch really well.
Yep.
It's a bluegill,
really perch, sunfish.
Yeah, it's a
yada
really
yada.
Good. Like it's one of my favorite, I think, bluegill patterns ever. Super cool color in that one.
The bold bluegill is that is
it really does look like a perch though. Like
it's fantastic. Grab one if you can.
I
don't know how well it'll translate, but
one thing I like about bold bluegill is if you take away the word bluegill and you just put bold, that is an all watercolor bait. If you take the black markings off the bait, it is still an all watercolor bait. The nice thing about those black markings on that wild paint job is that it adds contrast and it separates the boldness and allows it to, come together better. Weird Bait Club says that right now he's just dragging jigs, cold AF, everything's frozen. Tell you what, man, I'm still always looking for a reaction strike. Dude, also,
that shadow's not doing it justice, but
yeah,
it's hard. It's hard.
Hold it by the bill.
Oh, he's gonna get a light or something.
Keep talking. I got an idea.
Sure,
Yeah.
But also Weird Bait Club. If you want to see the baits that we've put in boxes, we do have a completely operational YouTube channel, man. We're also doing this live on YouTube. If you want to join on YouTube, or you could stay on Instagram, man. It's totally up to you. Everything's on our YouTube of what we put in on a month-by-month basis.
Yeah.
Hopefully we got something in there that's weird enough for you, my friend.
Check out the thing.
Yes, the
Check out
thing.
the
I think
WM Bayou
I think
thing.
he's posted the thing on his website
Yeah,
or on his
that's
Instagram.
my favorite weird thing we've carried over the past.
That's like
year.
one of my
Like,
favorite
that thing
soft
is
plastics ever.
Oh, it's pretty fantastic. And by the way, he's doing a BFS version for everyone, which is a fun little dude.
I think he needs to do like multiple versions because it's tough to go from something this big to something this big.
Oh, dude, yeah, he went like complete.
He was just
opposite end of
like
the spectrum with that one.
Like he's like on some micro BFS stuff.
I think you need a number 1 size hook. Like it's like small. Speaking of crankbaits, though, and something that I think can be overlooked this time of year, as I get to the bottom of the secret menu, I saw the swing knockers, and swing knockers.
Is this any better than it was before?
You're not close enough. You need to get closer.
It's which you getting there. I don't know.
So I was curious,
right now,
and
so.
I was curious, so I used my TV to go to YouTube to see if they had a thing called bright white light, and they do. So I just turned the TV on as a bright white light.
Yeah.
It's not as helping as much as I thought it was going to.
Swing knockers.
What are you talking about? What did I miss?
Knocker. Yeah.
I was grabbing a bull bluegill, and we're talking about swing knockers.
Well, we're this is a segue from crankbaits into.
Make sure you wear your helmet.
No, it's a segue from crankbaits into crankbaits, because what is a swing head jig? Just a crankbait that doesn't float.
Yes.
And speed cranking can be pretty effective in the winter. But a swing head, in that same speed worm way, like you can just stop it and then it just stays. So you can search around, find that bottom composition you're looking for, which is oftentimes pretty hard bottom type stuff, and then you can just soak it like a jig.
I tell you, old Cliffy was pushing it on the size of this box.
Yes, he was.
I mean, barely.
That was part of the design.
It may have been.
He wanted to keep packaging down with the.
He actually cut a 1/16 of an inch off the back end of the crankbait.
Yeah. That'll make the people that worry about stuff like, is your package sustainable? Listen, pal, I got a whole 1/16 of an inch off this microchip, this chip
balsa,
lip.
whatever. Yeah. I screwed that back hook hanger in an extra turn.
An extra inkling.
Yeah.
Just to get it into that box.
But we were talking, that reactive red color, like the swing knockers with the baby bug or something like that with that red is another great way to do that this time of year. You get that real good question. Real reactive color. But again, when you find that thing that you're looking for, bottom composition wise, man, you can just stop that thing and let it soak. And that's something that you just, like a lot of times in the wintertime, like I've got the suspend strips, suspend dots, and I'm slapping
just to keep it
just to keep that thing barely floating up. But the swing knocker just alleviates all of that.
Right.
It's I don't know if I've ever really heard anybody talk about fishing swing heads in the wintertime.
The first bait that I'm throwing is going to be a blade bait and a 3-inch paddle tail. If the biting's good, I'll throw a glide bait. But the glide bait's a pretty quick determining factor. Like if I'm on fish on small baits, so top three, HH micro blade, a little swimmer on a ball head jig, and a blade bait.
This is I'm in the same boat. I actually usually start bigger. I'll start with things like the Pistol Pete or the Rip Baby A rig. I'll start with that bigger because at this point, like right when the ice is off, these fish aren't like waiting, like the ice doesn't go away and they like bolt, right? Like they're all still pretty huddled up in these areas, but they're starting to move, they're starting to feed before they kind of start that transition. So
I'll tell you right now, this is one of the first things I'm throwing.
Little spinner bait. I start with.
Did you rig that tail down?
No, I did not.
You got to do that.
I don't think that I do.
It's gonna push out.
It's not gonna run right.
I don't think that I do.
I don't think you've ever thrown a grub before.
I don't think that I do. I think it's gonna run like my other magic bait that I use when the ice comes off.
What, a weed whacker?
It's not a weed whacker.
It's a micro.
Close. It's a micro buzz.
Just under the surface.
Oh no! Sometimes it's not just on the surface. Sometimes I run that thing like a foot and a half, 2 foot under the surface. 2 foot down. Yeah. No, I start with the big stuff. It's usually a pretty big, like you know if they're gonna eat stuff like that. Those bigger, and the A-rig's not a big bait. But I'm so excited about this
package, right? If they're just not on the big stuff, I pretty quickly swap to the opposite end, and it's dropping down to stuff like the morsel, like a smaller crankbait, like especially in that's like the mid depths. I'm still throwing, like I have one sitting here. It's kind of like one of the, like the Scourge is a good crankbait coming out of the ice. The micro blades. Stuff like that, but jigs are always going to play for me. That's like a 12-month out of the year type deal. But
yeah, dude, a jig is a jig is a jig is a jig, and since I'm now a jig guy,
you're welcome. I will lean towards these really cold months, like. And especially like right when the ice is off, we're still like really cold water. So I tend to lean towards something that's like.
Hold that thought, Ryan. Sean and Boar. I just want you guys to know we are going to send you a free hat from Get Bit Baits along with your order. Go ahead, Ryan.
Cool. Like I like to throw a jig that's a lot sparser and lighter on the skirt material and stuff like that. And one of those is I think the only one we really carry is the LS Lil Wizard.
Yeah, the Little Wizard is.
Yeah. High pressured fish, cold water. That thing's pretty phenomenal because I don't like the crawdads and anything else is not like it's not going wild, right? So like. Less is more almost when it comes to that. It's a great Ned jig. It's a good, just super compact. It fits the bait cave Ned crawl really well too. So if you do want to keep it a little more traditional Ned or traditional crawl, that's a great trailer for that. But yeah, I tend to like super cold water. I tend to lean a little bit harder on that Little Wizard than a lot of other jigs.
I just want to point out the Canadian koalas comment here. Joshy minnows are definitely killer in cold water.
I like the smaller ones. Like I really like
the crappie ones.
Yes.
Yeah. Are they 2 or 2 1/4?
There's a 2, and then there's a 2 3/4.
3/4. Yeah.
The 2 3/4 is what I'm talking about. 2 3/4 is nice, dude.
And if you got clear
not
water,
catching everything.
If you got clear water, the sand shiner is phenomenal.
Sand shiner is a crazy nice color. I hope that this golden shiner, ghost shiner, sand shiner thing starts to go upward because I don't think people understand how powerful a natural neutral tone with a pearl is.
I did not. They did that Columbus special show color that was like basically just laminated gold glitter on a black belly.
I got that one.
I did not get over there fast enough for that one. And I hope that goes into production because that is a phenomenal color. That's a phenomenal
like
color.
I'm very excited to throw that on just a dark
I'm almost like not that upset that I didn't get it, because like if I got over there and they had one pack, I'd have been upset because I was like, man, if this never goes into production, I'm going to be heartbroken because I'll have to try and make these 8 baits last forever.
Right. Right. April got the fancy pumpkin seed color.
Yeah. Which was pretty cool. Like,
I think it's neat, but it's not my gig. That's a very like sherbety citrus.
When I saw it like ahead of time, man, I saw that gold one. I was like, that's the one.
That's what I said. I also bought the other one that is like brown with pearl, like monkey milk.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
I like that color. Now
it was like it was almost like the old root beer where it was just that off-whitish with the brown. Yeah, yep. I like that one.
I am definitely going to throw a grub over a little swim bait first this year for reasons you'll see in February. But
grubs, it goes back to the speedworm for me. It's an old thing. We all
the OG paddle tail, dude.
But yeah, it shines when a lot of other things just don't. It's a subtle little thing, but for the same reason that the Joshi is so good in cold water, that's the same reason the grub's so good in cold water.
Yes,
because it takes nothing to move the tail.
Yep,
it takes nothing to move the tail.
Yep, I'm excited to throw my black and gold Joshi. I'm just excited to go fishing. I could run down a Christmas list of
what is fishing,
throw, but yeah, your guess is as good as mine.
I've been doing a lot more staring at baits than actually fishing here lately, and it's killing me. I like drove around the other day, looked for open water.
Listen, like, isn't that what this time of the year is for us up here? Well, right now we can actually include a good other portion of the country right now because they're feeling the pain like we normally do.
Yes,
which, by the way, I made a comment earlier about the weather and the storm, and we were kind of slacking it off. But for those states that got hit that don't get hit, I understand that it actually is kind of devastating to you guys. So I hope everybody's okay out there.
Yeah, they don't really have much of a plan for it.
No, if you don't have the infrastructure to deal with this stuff, it's devastating.
Oh yeah, I mean, if I lived down south and I knew that my infrastructure wasn't good for ice and snow, I would not leave the house. I just wouldn't leave the house. Like, we have an infrastructure that's good for ice and snow, and I didn't leave the house for 3 days. Like, he's muted. He's still going. Still muted.
It's so hard to keep up with that stupid button, man.
What were you saying?
I was just saying that, like here in Dormont, I could drive like the next day. Like, it snowed all day long Sunday. We got I think we got I don't know, like 14, 15 inches of snow. And I could literally drive the next day.
Your cold is not like our cold, though. Like, your cold is...
Well, look, they have to clear that snow as fast as possible because otherwise people are just sliding down mountains.
That's true, too.
Everything here is flat. They're like...
All the population, all the entire population of Pittsburgh...
where the road is.
All the population of Pittsburgh would relocate to the lowest points of the city because nobody can go anywhere. That's up.
I think I went to work Wednesday. Like, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, they were like, but we were under like a strict like level 3, don't drive, blah, 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 blah.
Which is, I think, like the first time Franklin County's ever done that.
Am I insane? Am I insane for not ever in my whole life, like back to the blizzard of 93 and all that crap, I never remember getting anybody saying don't drive.
No, that's probably the reason why they said don't drive, because people back then were just like, well, still got to go to work.
Gotta go to
Yeah,
work.
Gotta go to work.
There was nothing in place then to say it's illegal for you to be on the roads. Don't do it. There's only so many first responders that can respond to people stuck.
But I mean, it was the 90s also, Zach. So a guy who shined shoes for a living could own a 2-story home with a 3-car.
Yeah, there were no
was
car
worth
seats, and parents still smoked in the car with the wheels.
Yeah.
Like,
No, you couldn't.
different time.
There were seat belts in the 90s, and you couldn't smoke in the car with your kid unless you were an asshole.
Well, there were seat belts, but there weren't
Unless you
car
were a
seats.
badass.
No, there were car seats in the 90s.
Yeah, I had one, I think.
Now, when I grew up, there were no car seats.
I had
You were on your lap, a
you
car
just
that
kinda-
may or may not have seat belts.
Yeah.
I did go on a nicotine run during the level 3 because I knew my trusty gas station would be open. And I did that really just to test the roads, and the roads were like not good. So I'm like, forget it.
Yeah.
Screw you all, because you made me just pick out my Zyn pouch.
I didn't. That was Josh. Peer pressure, man.
Look at Board 211 giving us ice and snow driving tips.
I gotta read it
Brakes?
now.
I don't do brakes in the snow though.
No, he's absolutely right about that. Brakes are for the weak.
No, you don't want you can't. It locks up your direction of travel. You can't brake. You have to
You
have to
can't
let
turn
off
out
the
of
brake to
anything.
be able to turn.
This is good.
I learned how to drive in we're headed off the rails, but I learned how to drive in a 15-passenger catering van in rural Western Ohio where nothing got plowed.
That's
Right.
what the end of the show is for, Ryan. It's for being off the rails.
And then
we did real
upgraded
good
to,
for almost 45 minutes.
Thank you.
About an hour.
It was a pretty good show. I mean, it was pretty cohesive, and now we're going to talk about that. But yeah, I upgraded from that to an 87 F-150 with bald rear tires and rear-wheel drive, and it was.
I don't think I've seen an F-150 from the 80s with tire tread.
My first vehicle.
I would get stuck on wet grass, if I backed too far off the pavement.
My first vehicle
Done.
was a Ford F-100.
Oh.
With a straight 6. That was a 1981 Ford F-100 with a straight 6. And just in case you were wondering,
I had the big V8.
yes, it had an 8-foot bed.
Yeah. Oh, I know exactly what truck you're talking about. Now mine had the big V8, and it was poop brown where it still had paint, and then rust and primer everywhere.
Bro, that's the exact same color mine was. It was poop brown.
It's called a patina, fellas.
Huh? No, that's the color they painted on it.
No, it was brown. No, mine was brown.
Patina was the primer and rust where there was no more paint.
Yeah, there you go.
And I'm telling you, that was probably not a gloss brown straight out of the factory.
I have something
matte poop brown right out of the factory, right off the floor.
I have something to show the people that have hung with us, which we still have 12. February is so crazy. We had to get a different box.
Yes.
You're gonna need a bigger box.
Our normal box is 8x6x2. We had to go to 9x6x3. And for all of you content creators out there, it's got a matte finish. It's not shiny, so it won't shine in your camera. We didn't do it for you, but you can benefit from it.
It's a bonus.
Just make sure when you take it out in your kayak or your boat, you put the baits in an actual plastic box instead of keeping it in that regular box, because it will straight up disintegrate.
Yes. Not shiny means disintegration.
Not shiny means bad.
I like how we're all just giving up one of our password security questions right now.
Yeah. What was your first vehicle?
Yep.
Yeah. 98,
good point.
98 Ranger was a strong password back in the day.
Maybe we shouldn't have got on the subject. I gotta go secure my bank account.
Right.
after the episode here.
Everybody change your passwords.
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually,
Lord.
there was a vehicle between the learning catering van and the F-150, but that only lasted a day, and so
we failed to. I'm not going to scroll back and find it, but Eli did ask about the G-Rat jerk bait.
He was trying to find baits we hadn't put in a box yet.
It is in the secret menu, I do believe.
It is
yeah.
And there it is. The G-Rat jerk bait. It's a more shallow jerk bait.
Yeah, it's about a 4-footer. It's fatter than a lot of jerk baits.
It is. It's got a little girth.
It's very reminiscent. Very reminiscent of a Lucky Craft. There's a specific model. It's a 95 to 100 millimeter model with 2 hooks only, called a B-Freeze 95. Not a true pointer, but it's good. It's good. Just trust me. It's good.
Bore, the first vehicle that I learned to drive in was like a 1990 something Ford F-250 with the crew cab and dualies and an 8-foot bed, and it was manual.
Ugh.
And my mom, who taught me how to drive, she took me into downtown Pittsburgh, parked me on a hill in between 2 cars, and told me to drive. That's how I learned how to drive, and I didn't hit anything.
It was the old Dodge 2500 like catering van.
Dude, that thing was so obnoxious.
Did I take my driving test in the catering van? I might have. I can't remember.
I took my test.
I
took my test in the farm truck, man. That's what I learned to drive in. That's what I took.
If I had the great fortune of using like grandma's minivan, or if I had to do it in the big van. I honestly don't remember, but I learned how to do the parallel park in the giant van, and if you want to learn that, just get a giant vehicle and figure it out.
Oh, yeah, we have a comment here on Instagram that I really wish I could. I really wish StreamYard would get their crap together, since we can show Facebook comments, but we can't show Instagram comments, and it's all meta. But there's a comment over on Instagram that I wish I could highlight, but it's from T Schultz 10, and he says, "Met you fellas at Great Lakes show in Ohio. Y'all some great dudes, bro." That is awesome, and thank you so much. Like, it is really cool to meet you guys in person all the time, and that's one of my favorite parts about the expo. I don't spend too much time anymore at the expos out on the floor. I kind of run the register and watch the machine work, because listen, our staff that comes and helps us out are freaking phenomenal. They're badass. Josh, Ryan Parker, or we should say this: Josh, Ryan, Van Tyne,
R squared, man. R squared.
Yeah. Like Eli comes out, and who else? Dan Darrington came out to help us this time.
Yeah.
Our CFO Lauren come out. April was there. Even the girl Cheyenne came out and busted her butt to help us.
We usually have the wolf, but
yeah, usually the wolf is there, but he, as Nick pointed out, made some bad choices in 2025.
When man himself a kid.
But I do want to take this. I do want to take this time to not only thank all of our customers that come out and shake our hands and see us and meet us, and we get to meet them, but also I want to take this time to thank our staff and the people that believe in us and come out and help us, like literally sweat of their brow, like help us, like they get down in it and down dirty, and we can't have a Columbus Expo without the Canadian koala. However, I will say I was much more enthused this year with the appearance of the Canadian koala because he brought his better half, who was just a beast in helping us set up. Just a beast.
Yeah.
Marina, thank you so much. You really helped us. You really helped Dark Horse Tackle be set for success this year, along with your partner or whatever, the Canadian koala. But that's all. That was my. That was
Nick did all right.
Nick did okay.
Yeah.
He was there.
Hey, brought us snacks. Can't do it without snacks.
I'm gonna. Yeah. Speaking of which,
what was the best snack from Canada this year?
Cookie Crisp, as always.
Ryan?
Coffee Crisp.
I mean, the all-dressed chips, which we can get here and there in Ohio. But the funny thing for me about those was I live 5 minutes from the expo center, so I don't stay at the Airbnb. And that night, I didn't have the Canadian chips. I went to the hardware store, and they were right there. And I was like, I'm going to get some of these. And that night, I go, hey, you want to try a chip from Canada? And he's like, oh, yeah. He's like, doesn't like them. I brought the ones that Nick gave me home with French writing on them, and he loves them.
That's because the
exact same.
That's because the Canadian chips aren't made with arsenic.
I mean, I can't tell the difference.
Oh, hey, we gotta shout this out. This actually brings up an announcement, and I'm so sorry that we waited till the last minute to make this announcement. This is Dustin Hoy from Raccoon Creek Outfitters, who is now the official kayak outfitter of Dark Horse Tackle. If you guys are in the tri-state area or anywhere even close to what is that, southeastern Ohio?
Yeah.
He's in Logan.
This is who we suggest.
Albany.
100%. This is who we suggest. If you guys want a great deal, somebody who knows what he's talking about, somebody that actually, the Dark Horse Tackle motto, we fish.
Yeah.
Some guy that's out there actually doing it. This guy knows what's up. Dustin,
you want kayak information from a guy whose kayak costs more than my house.
Yeah. This guy knows what's up. So we highly recommend, if you're in the area, even close, this is where you should go to get your kayak accessories.
He's about an hour and a half away from three of us.
But is it fair to call it southeastern Ohio?
Yeah.
Sure.
Southeast Ohio, Athens is going to be your major-ish city.
But pretty soon on darkhorsetackle.com, we're going to have an actual link to go to Raccoon Creek Outfitters and a way to get a hold of Dustin so that Dustin can help hook you up.
If you are not a rigger of kayaks, Dustin has a team of people who do this very, very well. So
yeah.
If that's something that appeals to you, for sure.
Absolutely. Are you sure you're not American, buddy? Well, he said Avec, so I guess not.
Yep.
No, seriously, Dustin is a great guy, one of the most laid-back, cool dudes I've ever met in my entire life. And Raccoon Creek Outfitters has damn near anything you could ask for. So.
Yeah, if you want it for kayak-related anything, even if you're not a kayak fisherman, if you're just a kayaker.
Right. Even if you're a paddler.
Too. Yeah.
You're a paddler. If you're a paddler.
They also operate a livery out of there, and it's a cool.
Don't they?
They do camping.
Yeah.
They do rentals. They do.
Yeah, you can actually make a day trip out of this. Go out there.
You can make a weekend out of it.
Right. Go out there and actually go try out the kayak and go float down a river. And Dustin and his boys got you. They'll pick you up, drop you off, all that other cool stuff, and do some camping too. Yeah. No, it's kind of a one-stop shop. It's pretty badass. And my favorite thing. And if you guys don't understand this, I feel bad for you, but it all happens in a barn.
Yep. It's a barn.
Which is so cool, man. It's so cool. I don't know. That's kind of how I grew up, man. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's not on the corner of blank and blank. It is off the road.
Yeah, it is BFE.
Yes, it is. It's not a bad drive, though. Really, like from Columbus, it's not a bad drive. And the drive is probably even easier if you're coming from anywhere out east, north, or south. I think coming from Columbus is probably the most, I wouldn't say treacherous because it's not a treacherous drive, but it's probably the most windy because you kind of got to go up and down and around to get there. But coming from the east is easy. Coming from the south is easy. Coming from the north has got to be easy.
For all you PA folks, what it's like what, an hour and a half?
It's got to be an hour and a half for both. Like if you're in Pittsburgh, it's got to be an
hour and a half, 2 hours tops. Like, which is honestly, like, in this day and age, that ain't shit.
Nope.
But no, highly recommend Raccoon Creek Outfitters, and please look for a big link on our page, on our homepage, to Raccoon Creek Outfitters, because they are and will be the official kayak outfitters of Dark Horse Tackle.
It's the only place I'll go.
All right, boys.
I think that's
about it.
I think that's a Thursday night.
Yeah, we went a little long. I do want to reiterate the fact that the So You Missed the Expo sale is going to go on until tomorrow night at 8 p.m., in which the system will shut that deal down. But you can get 10% off any order over $50.
Don't forget those shirts.
That's right. Merch. All of our t-shirts have been marked down to like $12.50. So like, if you were waiting, here's the time. Go get them. Go get them. We want to get. We're working hard on some new merch. Ryan's got some great ideas. And there was something else. God, my head's so full of snot, boys. Things are going quick.
It's trying to take over the frontal lobe.
I'm serious. It's all squishy in there, man. But no, one more time, I want to thank, first and foremost, I want to thank all of the Dark Horse Tackle friends, family, and staff that came out to help us. You guys literally made our expo season a success. We could not have done it without you. That is huge. Our little family of friends, staff, and supporters has been amazing.
The Dark Horse Army.
Like, dude, Dan Darrington came out. So the first time we met Dan Darrington is when he had no idea who we were.
Yeah.
And he came out and saved us because we forgot our keys on a kayak float.
He just watched our lives.
Yeah, and he came out, and then he came out and he came out to the Columbus Expo and literally rocked it out on the floor, which was amazing.
Yep.
Yeah. Josh, your better half came out with your girl.
Yep.
And it worked her butt off. And I had a good time slipping. I had a good time slipping shy $5 bills as she was working her butt off, man. That was fun, man. But no, Eli came out. Ryan Van Tine, you're a rock star, buddy. Thank you.
Yeah, we needed Eli, the closer, there for sure.
But and the customers, you guys coming out and talking to us and letting us know who you are and letting us know that you've been watching us and interacting with us and engaging with us. Badass. And we appreciate all of you guys. Josh, Ryan, you got anything else to add?
Nope, you said it all.
Ditto.
That's it. Yeah. Go to the website.
The trio,
$50.
The trio is back, guys. We'll see you all next Thursday. You have less than 24 hours to take advantage of So You Missed the Expo sale. There will probably not be another sale until Father's Day, so get it while the getting's good.
Yep.
Great time to pick up some 5-arm rigs.
Yep. And glide baits while they last.
Guys.
Yeah, while they
in the future on these lives, if you guys have questions about anything on the secret menu, it is a great time to ask, because I will totally walk out here and grab whatever it is in the shop and show it to you. Let's try to be a little more interactive. Like, let us know if you've got questions about any of the baits we've got. We'll help you. Ryan, Josh, and myself. We'll tell you what we know about the baits. We'll tell you how we like to work them, what kind of gear we work them on, and all that other stuff. I think that's
lives are in between. Like,
yeah, even in between. We all have Instagrams of our own. We got Dark Horse Tackle. We got emails. We got phone numbers. If you guys got the Dark Horse Tackle business card, that's my phone number on there. If you want to text me, go ahead and text me. Just make sure you tell me who you are, or else I'm going to talk to you.
You got about 30 seconds left in talking before you sound like one word.
Liminal.
See you next week.
Liminal on IG. Yo, what's up, buddy? Good night, everybody.
Yo, see ya.